Welcome to episode 2 of building my map for my dinosaur battle royale. In today's episode we'll be working on the first location on Battle Royale Island. This will be the first area of the map that I do. This will be a mountainy plateau area. I start with raising the area up and then flattening it out and basically just going all over the area with it. Like I said, this is going to be a plateau, which means the entire landmass will be raised. On top of the plateau will probably be some sort of mountain range of some kind. It's time to fill in the plateau. First off, I'll be doing kind of like the outskirt area, in which then I'll fill in the center like I am now. And with that, the plateau should be pretty much complete in a second now anyways, and then I'll add all the rest of the things after. Of course, we're going to need ways up and down the plateau, so I'll be adding these ramps. Although they're not very good looking at the moment, I will smooth these out later. Here's the final product of the first ramp. It looks a lot better than it did before, but it's still not perfect by any means, though I could not care about that. It's time to work on the first mountain range, which will be in this corner. I'm not really sure how big I want this mountain range, but for the moment I'm just going to kind of build it up and see. Although I don't really want it taking up too much of the plateau, though I will get this corner because there's no reason to keep this corner. So far it's an alright mountain range. It's time to start out with something different. This time instead of a mountain, it's actually going to be a volcano. I start with a cylinder and then I add a divot in the center. And then I build up around it. I'm going to try to make it look more natural looking, but to be honest with you, it's not looking so good so far. So this may take a good minute to fix. Hopefully it will fix and not just look stupid. Though, we'll have to wait and see. And here's how it turned out. It's not perfect by any means. In fact, I don't really like it all that much, but it's not too bad and it should work for right now. I decided to add a river system in the plateau region, but it needs to start somewhere, in which it'll start in the mountain ranges and of course the volcano as well. Of course it's going to come down the plateau and go into the rest of the map, but that's the later me's problem when I do the rest of the map. The river gave me trouble in the end, but I did eventually fix it. It turned out pretty okay. I decided to kind of paint everything that needs to be painted with this rocky kind of barren look, which is for the mountain ranges and of course the cliffs. It looks pretty good overall, and I think it adds more realism to it. It's time to add the herbivore food. I'll be adding every single piece of herbivore food so none of them starve up here. If they ever do go up here, who knows? Maybe. And with the plateau now done, it needs a name. I'll be letting my viewers name this unless you don't give me any names, and then I'll just name it myself. Or names that I don't like. Like, please make it make sense. At least that's pretty much all I ask. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later.